Today I am going to attempt a do-it-yourself fix on a Duraceramic floor. This floor is about 6 years old, and as you can see, we've gotten a bit of a gash here. Originally, when we saw this on the floor, we thought maybe it was a piece of paper or newspaper or something that got stuck, and we looked, and it is actually a gouge on the floor where the top part has been taken off. These floors are extremely durable. This is one of the only defects to these floors. You can gouge it. If something heavy gets on it, it'll scrape off the surface. So I did a little research online about ways that might be able to fix it or patch it without having to take the whole tile up, and saw that model airplane paints are supposed to work. So picked up some we found at Amazon, and we're going to give it a try. Went ahead and got 2 variety packs with a bunch of colors, and I think I've narrowed it down to these 3 are the closest, and maybe I'll have to do some mixing to try to get it close enough to where you don't, at least you don't notice it unless you're looking for it. So it's not the big white patch on the floor.
It's irritating when you're trying to mop the floor and you see that. It's so it's unsightly. And in order to take up the whole tile, I'm not even sure how you do that. You probably have to heat it, or possibly, and then pry it, and then of course it would have to be regrouted. So that's maybe something to attempt in the future. But for now, this is worth a try.
You gotta shape these.
Yeah. And there's a little goes a long way.
Just gonna try blending a little bit together. Well, that color is a little metallic. Because this is a larger gouge, this is going to be harder to get it where it's not noticeable. But even this is a much, greater improvement than having a big white spot on the floor. Every time you pass by, you kind of look down and go, what's that? A lot of experimentation here to kind of blend and mix and see if we can find kind of a similar color. That's a little.
Do you think maybe should put since it's a mottled or variegated color combination, that you could put the color down, dry it, and then dapple?
Yeah, I think that definitely could work. To do it in multiple sessions where you kind of put some down.
Or use the hair dryer.
Yeah, let that dry. And then add a light, really light coating of the next color to kind of blend it in, because yes, this is a very mottled floor with lots of different colors in it.
Yeah, it looks a little light.
I'm gonna see, possibly I could add a little down black. Darken it.
Is there a gray?
There's a light gray. We could try that too. Let's see what that looks like. I think that might help.
From over here, that looks closer.
Yeah, it's getting
it's
closer.
Blending in.
Kind of add a little light, a little dark, trying to wing it a little bit. see.
I think this would be much easier with a little gouge or scrape in an area that was what, about
I'm
an
actually
inch.
dabbing in some black because you start to look at this pattern, you see it's kind of little. Once this dries, it's just gonna blend in, but this is a lot cheaper, easier, faster option. I don't have to hire a professional to take this tile up and re-grout this grout.
Yeah, and I was wondering too, if since the floor is 6 or 7 years old, if a new tile might be, might stand out. You know, maybe have a different finish,
Exactly.
different sheen.
If you know, I don't know if maybe the sheen exactly has gotten a little bit, or just a little bit of the wear on the floor. A brand new tile is going to stand out a lot more than one little area. I could even work at it more, try to get the modeling, but I think this is definitely you know, a good solution for when you get nicks in your Duraceramic floor. The paint that we used for this video was the Testers. It was kind of chosen at random. I don't really know much about model airplane paint, but this seemed to work pretty well, and it was easy to find on Amazon. And they have, you know, a variety of colors, which should be able to be mixed.
Yeah, those could probably be used for other projects. What does it say
Absolutely.
that can be used on?
Oh yeah, because this says they work on wood, plastic, ceramic, metal, fabric, paper, glass, pottery, and more. So
yeah, so we could
lots
probably
of different uses for
use
these.
those.
Absolutely. So I think this is definitely a good option for when you get a nick in your floor. You know, it takes a couple minutes. All right. Thank you for watching.